Literacy with Cool Cat Court. Remember the Sneetches? We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches. What is this book about? No, I don't mean retell all the things that happen in the story. I mean, what is it really about? In other words, what is the central message or lesson or big idea of this book? What about Jumanji? What is it about? In other words, what is its central message, lesson, or big idea? What about Weslandia? What is it about? Point to your learning target. The climax of a story can give us clues, key details about the central message, lesson, or big idea. I just finished a story about a girl named Abby who finds a dog. In the climax of the story, the dog breaks free of its leash, rushes up to Abby, jumps up, and puts its paws on her shoulders. But then Abby notices the dog is shaking in fear, and she decides to give it a home. I can ask myself, what did Abby learn? Or how did she change? I call this the small idea of the story, and I can use it to figure out the central message, lesson, or big idea. So the small idea for my story is Abby learns not to be scared of dogs. A small idea is a great start, but it is stuck in the story. It only applies to Abby at the climax of this story. A big idea applies to lots of people, everywhere, in lots of situations. Let me show you how we can take this small idea and turn it into a big idea. How about changing Abby to people? People can learn not to be scared of dogs. Let's make it bigger. Instead of limiting the idea to dogs, let's change it to animals. People can learn not to be afraid of animals. But we can make it even bigger, can't we? People can learn not to be afraid of animals or new things. Or even bigger, people can learn not to be afraid of things. That sounds like a big idea. I could say it this way. You can overcome your fears. Do you see how it works? You can overcome your fears is an idea that doesn't just apply to Abby and a dog. It's an idea that applies to lots of people, everywhere, in many different situations. So, even if someone is not afraid of dogs, they could still take away an important big idea from this story. Here is a list of some big ideas that my students have used over the years. You can overcome your fears. You can make friends no matter what your backgrounds. You can always learn something new if you don't give up. If you try to get revenge, you might be sorry. Revenge is sweet. Never give up. The joy of family. The joy of friendship. Sacrifice yourself for others. Amazement at the beauty of the world. Life is amazing. The world is amazing. The simple pleasures are the best. Money doesn't make you happy. The circle of life. The evils of racism. Don't judge others. Think positive. Pride could make you fall. Let's try taking some small ideas and turning them into big ideas. Here's the small idea. Starbelly and Plainbelly Sneetches become friends. What could the big idea be? Did you think of something like this? People can become friends even if they look different or come from different backgrounds. How about Weslandia? Here's the small idea. Friendless Wesley did not change who he was and ended up having a lot of friends. What could the big idea be? Did you think of something like this? Be yourself. Can you think of any others? Remember, the climax of a story can give us clues, key details about the central message, lesson, or big idea. See you next time, and remember, stay cool.